Grayscale London fading in the wave. Cloud cover is a thermal layered cave. Triangle shadows on a plastic tray. Coffee in a cup to start the day. Above the weather where the light is loud. Skimming stones across a cotton cloud. Window pane is humming in the frame. Soon the signs will have a different name. Crossing over somewhere in the blue. Almost time for everything that's touched the ground at Charles de Gaulle, Charles de Gaulle.
Hi there, it's Tom. Just arrived into the People's Bercy in Paris, day one. Took a flight from Leeds Bradford Airport down to Charles de Gaulle. Had a very nice drink, in fact, in one of the lounges called the Yorkshire Lass, which I'll show you here. Very nice, very sweet, but very nice little starter for the trip. So I've booked a double room for 5 nights, bed and breakfast. You can book dorms here, and the People Bercy is like a hostel come hotel, which is it's very nice, very funky, very fresh. The double rooms come with a very nice balcony, in fact, which I'll show you, and its own bathroom, which is better. So don't have to share. You can get the RERB train over to Paris, but I took an Uber, which costs about £30, £40, depending on which one you get. And so I'm off tonight to have a meal nearby, and then start a nice little trip around Paris and show you some of the sights. Hi there, Tom here again. This is day 2 of my trip to Paris. Looking nice, a bit of cloud, a little bit of sun as well, so that's good. Today we'll be going to one of my favourite museums. It has to be Musée D'Orsay. A lot of impressionists in there, and also a nice, wonderful architecture. It used to be an old train station. And then after that, we'll see the revamped Notre Dame after its fire in 2019. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Next time you'll probably see me travelling to the famous Musée D'Orsay. Anyway, enjoy. Hi there, you're joining me just outside Musée D'Orsay, which we've just been into. Looked at some impressionist paintings, some famous ones, and then just enjoying the nice weather whilst it's here. And then we're going off to a place called Union Station to have a bit of lunch. And then we're going off to Notre Dame, newly renovated after a fire burnt it down in 2019. Well, not once they burnt it down, but it was heavily damaged. So hopefully that will go well. The renovation's not complete outside, but the inside's meant to be pretty good. So hope you enjoy. So just finished up at Notre Dame. Weather's starting to change. It's getting a bit windy now, so but next couple of days could be interesting weather-wise. I'm going over to the Latin Quarter, to the Pantheon, have a bit of dinner. There's a place called Comptoir du Pantheon, which I'm having a bit of duck, and then back to the people Bercy. Hi there, it's day 3. I had a very nice meal last night at Comptoir du Pantheon. I had a very nice duck confit, which was turned up in like quick stop time. It was like literally ordered and like 5-10 minutes later it turned up. It was beautiful. And then finished it off with a beautiful strawberry tart with like a pistachio creme filling. I think it was probably the best tart I've ever tried. Like I can't remember when since. So anyway, today we'll be trying the Musée Marmottan Monet, which I've not been to before, but it looks beautiful. And then this afternoon we're going up the Eiffel Tower, and then a little champagne cruise on the Seine, and then this evening I'm not too sure. There's a quite nice place nearby, but I might go to the cafe up the road. There's a Cafe Felix, which is quite nice, but I'll see how it goes.
Afternoon blur in the Marmottan hallways, pigment and haze like a glimpse of a dream. Through high windows the light changes always, moving through space where the memories convene, fleeting and transient, the stillness of Monet, a warm room reverb in gold frames and grey, a Parisian afternoon in the Marmottan Monet. Everything's fine for the moment today. c'est fast, the noise disappears into gray. Just the sound of my breath as I find my way. On s'élève above the river, above the noise. Dans ce labyrinthe de métal, I find my voice. Paris est une carte, so small and so bright. Basking in this golden, yeah, basking in this incredible light. L'horizon s'élargit beyond the city limits. Each moment up here, I don't wanna finish it. Vent léger sur ma peau, the metal starts to hum. Everything I was chasing, I have overcome. On s'élève above the river, above the noise. Dans ce labyrinthe de métal, I find my voice. Paris est une carte, so small and so bright. Basking in this golden, incredible light. Yeah, basking in this incredible light. Lost in the clouds, no one below. Lost in the clouds, nowhere to go. C'est si calme, let the city go. On s'élève above the river, above the noise. Dans ce labyrinthe de métal, I find my voice. Paris est une carte, so small and so bright. Basking in this golden, incredible light. Yeah, basking in this incredible light. Just a view, le ciel, Paris est à nous. Paris est à nous. Drifting along the edge of the stone. Paris is breathing, I'm watching the flow. Musée D'Orsay, a face in the light. Everything moves, even the night. Soft French echoes, a boat on the Seine. Reflection stone, we are drift and flow. Moving through history, nowhere to go. Flicker of copper, the spire in the blue. In the city of mirrors, I'm looking at you. Seine, oh Seine. Pont Neuf is humming a song from the past. Hostman facades meant to last. Eiffel is rising, a skeleton grace. Caught in the current, we're finding our place. Whispers of silver, a bow on the Seine. Drift away, just drift away into the gold of the Parisian day. Seine, Paris flow. limestone facades, grey limestone facades, static in the flow, lights you low. The river is breathing, no story here, just ripple and stone. Flow, stone, drifting home.
Hi guys, another day in Paris. It's been interesting weather-wise. It's been very rainy at points, with sort of flashes of sun. So it's been a bit difficult to sort of doing a running commentary sort of thing. And I just thought it'd be better to sum up how the day's gone. So yeah, it was really interesting. The Musée Marmottan Monet was nice. It was a lot shorter than I thought it would be, just because essentially it's a home, a large homes turn museum. So it took me an hour maybe. Well, I thought it'd be a lot. Well, probably not even an hour. But yeah, that was interesting. It was a nice spot in West Paris in the 16th arrondissement. And then made my way to Eiffel Tower, which is nice. I booked it through TripAdvisor, and I didn't realise at the time that it actually came with a tour guide. But it was nice. It had a nice, friendly gentleman give a bit of a talk, which you've probably seen in the video. And occasionally some of the city shots occasionally got a bit blurred just because they've got the barbed wire up. I did want to go to the top of the tower, but because the weather has been pretty poor, it's been really windy. They closed the top floor. And then also when I went to the river cruise, the company I booked the champagne cruise with, unfortunately had a technical issue, so I went off to the one next door. So that was nice. Just a really cold day. The first couple of days was great, about sort of 18 degrees or so. Today's been sort of 8 or 9, but with a really cold wind chill factor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of walk through the bar area here because it's quite nice and chilled, and then take you to Felix Cafe, which is literally just up the road. I'll probably have tried the sausage with aligot, which is like is mashed excuse me, it's mashed potato mixed in with cheese, which is very French, southern French dish. Anyway, so yeah, and I hope you enjoy. Next day, what have I got on? I'll probably run you through it tomorrow, but yeah, it's going to be another interesting day, I think. All right.
The people Bertie are humming the walls, leaving my room for the damp halls. Street lights paint the floor, a hazy scent under the door. My stride is light, the air is cold, Bercy waking up in gold. Neon bleeding on the stones, the city rhythm in my bones. Quiet echoes, a soft delight, damp pavement mirrors the night. Damp pavement mirrors the night. Bercy watching the evening flow.
Morning, it's day 3, I think, of my stay in Paris. Going to Musée L'Orangerie, having a little bit of a relaxed one this afternoon. Going to Lafayette Gallery. It's basically like a shopping mall or arcade, an old one. Beautiful roof, and it's got free access to the top of the roof as well. So that should be fun. It's a lot colder today than it has been. There's a lot of rain, a lot of wind yesterday. It's calmed down, but it's still a bit chipper, as they may say in the UK. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. I know I will. Hi, I've arrived at Musée L'Orangerie. I did get here a little bit late, so it's about, I don't know, 20 to 12. I was hoping to get here for 10, but I'm going to see if I can grab some lunch and come this afternoon, just because the queue's a little long. So, and then see if I can get to the galleries after. If not, I'll do the galleries tomorrow. See you soon.
The light's refraction, pigment dancing in the midday sun, a pond of canvas where the hours run, suspended in a still life interaction. We cross the sign in this golden hour, tracing the transit of the orange line, breaking the frame of the quiet flower, leaving the garden for the grand design, stained glass shadows on the polished floor. Watching the current of the city's flow, climbing the stairs to the open door.
Okay, so that's another day over with. Gosh, I'm knackered after that. After the past couple of days, I think I'm going to have a relaxed, enjoyable morning tomorrow, and then possibly venture out to Sacré-Cœur in Montmartre. They actually have a little museum, which I'm tempted by, with a little cafe as well, which looks quite nice, but see how it goes. But Sacré-Cœur is one of my favourite places. You get to see Paris from afar. But yeah, really enjoyed today. There was a bit of rain, but not much. And it took a long time to get to queue up to the L'Orangerie. I think there was a new exhibit on, so that probably didn't help. But yeah, it was really enjoyable experience going there. Definitely would recommend that. And the Lafayette balcony terrace thing was quite a good experience as well. And it's free, so yeah, good. Anyway, I'm gonna have a kip and probably see you tomorrow.
Cobblestone climb the spiral of the street, Montmartre breeze beneath my moving feet, leaving the noise where the tourists tread, white stone rising high ahead, Sacré-Cœur, the summit of the haze, I lose my breath in the marble maze. Golden light on the Romanesque lines where the city and the sky intertwine. High above the perspective through a distant view, watching the world through a distant view. Narrow streets falling down to the shore. I don't need the city anymore. Just the wind and the drift of the afternoon light. Sacré-Cœur, Montmartre, just the gold, so quiet now.
Hi there, it's Tom here again. It's the last day of Paris, unfortunately. I'm going tomorrow. So my stay here at the People Bercy has been very nice, very casual. Not an extensive breakfast, but there's a lot of places nearby if you wanted to grab something. In terms of my experience with the museums, if you're going to somewhere like the Louvre or L'Orangerie, it's always best to get a timed slot if you can. Otherwise, you might have to wait a long time. But yeah, really enjoyable experience. Really enjoyed it today. Sacré-Cœur, one of my favourite places. Lafayette Gallery's rooftop was spectacular, and quite interesting going inside as well. There's a lot of different shops there, so unsurprisingly, I suppose. But yeah, definitely recommend Paris, I think, and yeah. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye for now.
Clock hands frozen in a station hall, water lilies bleeding through the wall. Steps up to the dome where the heart is sacred, watching how the Iron Tower isn't fake, watching how the Iron Towers isn't faded. The sign is just a line upon the glass, moving like the shadows that we pass, rooftops blurring into one long gray, leaving all the colors tucked away, just a flash. It was just a flash.